Blah, 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 blah. That's a very exciting and interesting and unique opening for a video.
Oh, really?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video here on the channel. If you don't know, I'm the King, he's the Black, and we're back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble 2019. It sucked ass. Who would have thought? I'm here reading a very special review to you today because I read this last night, and I was like, damn, this guy is so smarky that he deserves to be on the channel. This is Hawk's Royal Rumble review from 411mania.com, which is the most smarkiest site on the internet, I think. So, you know that this is going to be a wild ride to read through, so let's get started. The pay-per-view started with Becky Lynch versus Asuka, and a very exciting and thrilling matchup. This guy makes sure to note, before every match, what's on the line. He goes, this was for Asuka's SmackDown Women's Championship. Like he cares. This match really illustrated the advantage of always making sure to convey a sense of physicality and competition. What the fuck does that mean? While there was no elaborate or even tremendously nuanced storytelling going on, both wrestlers from the start were always working with purpose and with the sense that they were always going for the win. Well, don't all fucking wrestlers go for the win? Why would they work a match where they want to lose? That tone carried the day and gave the wrestlers some time to progressively build to the extended closing sequence where they both tried to finish things off. This battle was two expert craft women effortlessly composing greatness. Asuka may have won, but the match was worked in a manner that made both of them look great.
Did they know?
Okay, first of all, if you watch this, you have no life. Because, one, there's no story. Two, you don't care about Asuka. And three, you sure as hell don't give a fuck about Becky Lynch, even though you want to believe you do because she's different. Because there's no reason to get invested in them. There's nothing going on. They're just women wrestlers who are there to wrestle. Nobody wants to see that. You could tell because the crowd was dead. How do you kill the Royal Rumble pay-per-view? You send a women's match out there first. A women's match nobody cares about. So this guy gave it 4.25 stars. So, no. This guy thinks Asuka versus Becky Lynch is 4 stars. Okay. The Bar versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. This was for the Bar. Wait, what? See, he even fucks up in his reviews. He can't even fucking... You want to praise this guy. He says this is for the Bar SmackDown Women's Championship.
What?
Is that what that says? And you want to listen to this guy and his opinions. He thinks the Bar are women. And he thinks they hold one title. It's for the Bar's SmackDown Tag Team titles. Shane McMahon is so embarrassing in the ring that it gives AEW coverage to allow Cody to work non-tag matches for a few years. The fact that WWE positions Shane seriously as a wrestler in the ring speaks to all of their creative issues as a company. So, let's note. This guy loves to watch Becky Lynch and Asuka roll around the ring, but when Shane McMahon comes out for a match, he complains. Except for falling off of things, everything Shane does in professional wrestling looks terrible and drags everyone in there down with him. It's not that the final product of his work has never been successful. It's that someone is allowed to look that bad in the ring and take a spot away in the big shows every year from wrestlers who are actually talented and trained in any way. Yeah, who do you want in that position instead? Zack Sabre Jr.? Who do you want? Oh, Shane McMahon, he's taking the spotlight away from guys like Zack Ryder. And why are you complaining about Shane McMahon taking the spotlight away? This is a tag team match.
Yeah.
If anything, he's giving spotlight to The Miz. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
People are gonna complain regardless.
Like, why are you fucking... Oh, he's taking the spotlight away. Who the fuck do you want Miz to team up with? Sandow? You want that back? What the fuck do you want? A match like this is actually a good example of how 3 talented wrestlers can come together to work around Shane McMahon and make this final product passable. Yeah. Because Shane didn't wrestle. So why are you complaining? He stood on the tag rope the whole match. What?
Nigga, why are you so loud?
Why are you loud?
Shut up.
Cuban ass whore? Get out of my life.
Damn! Bruh.
Why? I don't understand. So, like, Shane didn't even wrestle. And you people are like, oh, man. Oh, at least these 3 wrestlers knew how to make it work. Yeah, because they were the only ones that wrestled. Shane stood on the rope. What are you talking? She did one move, and it's the move he always does. The fucking thing where he jumps off the top and he hits the other guy from the other side of the ring. That's what he does every single match. And people complain, oh, well, Shane doesn't need to wrestle. He didn't wrestle. He was just standing there. Why should these three be forced to work around him in the first place? Why can't one of the many great wrestlers doing nothing in the company be in that spot instead and actually allow the other three men to do something meaningful? See? So he wants someone like Pete Dunne to team up with The Miz. That's what he wants. Now, needless to say, I don't want to sound like I'm approving of this Shane McMahon and Miz idea because I think it's retarded. But also at the same time, Shane McMahon's a star. In fact, he's the only star in the whole match. So if you want to get this feud some leverage, you need a star. So Shane has to be here. What do you want instead? You want someone like Pete Dunne? You want nobody on planet Earth to cheer for this match? I don't know what you people are expecting. Yeah, you got a photo. It happens. He's playing Smash Bros, by the way.
Why do you look so pleased by that?
He likes the paint job. I don't know. I thought Shane McMahon applying a triangle choke on Cesaro was the worst moment of my entire life. Well, sir, if the worst moment of your entire life is Shane McMahon applying a chokehold to Cesaro, then you need to find a life. Then he pinned Cesaro with a shooting star press. Fuck off and die, bitch.
Damn.
Oh, I don't like it when wrestling fans insult the people. They're just workers. They're just actors behind the scene. Fuck off and die, bitch. Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey. This was for Ronda's Raw Women's Championship. If you cared about this, you're transgender. Ronda's best wrestling matches are clearly going to be like her 2018 match with Charlotte, when there's a certain sense of recklessness and violence. What are you talking about? That match had recklessness and violence because they made Charlotte turn and beat the shit out of her. What are you talking about, recklessness and violence? It was a regularly worked match where they held each other for 20 hours. With that in mind, she did look pretty good here in much different style with Sasha. The story here was Sasha was infinitely better than Ronda. What story were you watching? What? The story here is that Sasha was infinitely better than Ronda, and that Ronda had very few tools to combat someone who was this much better than her. Okay, what? What are you talking about? Ronda Rousey's undefeated right now. Sasha Banks loses every match she's in possible. How is she infinitely better? Where did that story come from? What do you mean by that? Oh, Ronda Rousey, she only does 2 moves. Sasha Banks does 20. Stone Cold only did 2 moves.
Yeah, you're right.
Stone Cold's a fucking legend. It does not matter how many wrestling moves you do.
Character.
Your character is what matters. Your wrestling moves don't mean shit. You can do 50 million fucking moves in the whole entire world. If none of them mean anything, it doesn't mean shit. Ooh. Sasha seemingly had an answer for everything Ronda tried to throw at her and was a step ahead of her from the beginning to the end. Until Ronda won. Ronda basically just had her strength advantage, and that stupid rolling thing she does way too often in matches. You mean like a MMA wrestler, like her character, where she rolls around with her? But that actually makes sense for once, instead of just someone like Kalisto doing it? But apparently that was enough. After Sasha outclassed her every step of the way, Ronda's variation of the attitude adjustment came across as a very anticlimactic conclusion. This seemed like a very necessary spot to do from roll-up or fluke submission finish if they were determined to have Ronda retain. So you wanted Sasha Banks to still look good, even though she loses every single week.
Pretty much.
How is that going to make her look good? Oh, if she didn't tap out. What? Oh, well. 3 stars he gave that match. So he bitched about Ronda the whole time, but he still gave that match 3 stars. Women's Royal Rumble match. I'm not even going to... Well, actually, I am. Here we go. Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, we're going to play a game.
All right.
Are you ready for a game?
All right.
I'm going to name to you all these women in this match. And you're going to say to me who you know and who you don't, okay?
All right.
So if you know them, say yeah. If you don't know them, say no, okay?
All right.
Lacey Evans.
No.
Natalia.
Yes.
Mandy Rose.
No.
Liv Morgan.
Yes.
Mickey James.
Yes.
Ember Moon.
No.
Billie Kay.
No.
Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Peyton Royce.
Yes.
Tamina.
Yes.
Shia Lee.
No. What the?
Sarah Logan.
Hold up. What was the last one? Oh, okay. So it's
It's an X. I don't know.
Okay,
She's some kind of, I don't know.
Sarah
Logan.
No.
Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
Kairi Sane.
No.
Maria Kanellis.
Who?
Maria Kanellis.
No.
Naomi.
Yes.
Candice LeRae.
Yes.
Alicia Fox.
Yes.
Casey
No.
Catanzaro.
Ain't she from NXT?
I don't know. I have no idea. Zelina Vega.
Yes.
Ruby Riott.
Yes.
Dana Brooke.
No.
Io Shirai.
What? No.
Rhea Ripley.
No, Ripley from Samus? No.
Sonya Deville.
Yes.
Alexa Bliss.
Yes, obviously.
Bailey.
Yes.
Nia Jax.
Yes.
Carmella.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the issue. You cannot have a woman
Bro,
Royal Rumble
I
match.
saw Nia Jax freaking beat the fuck out of R-Truth.
Oh, I'll
Bruh.
get to that.
Bruh.
So, let me get this straight to you people. You cannot have a women's Royal Rumble match when half of the women on the roster you don't know.
I mean...
That eliminates the whole... The Rumble used to be fun back then because you actually believed that most people had a chance of winning. In this Rumble, you knew 2 people were winning. It was either going to be Charlotte or Becky Lynch. And you already knew that. That wasn't like well, this is a spoiler. It was a spoiler. Because you see, one of them's going to fight Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania because that's their dream match, supposedly. But Ronda's on Raw. And the other 2 are on SmackDown. So you know the only way that was going to happen was for one of them to win the Rumble. So the only predictable outcome was either Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch winning. So at that point, all excitement was taken away. Because you already know who's going to be the final 2. And sure enough, the final 2 were Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch.
Oh, really?
So I don't know what you want. Let's read Hawk's review about this. This was a Royal Rumble match. Oh, thank God he's going to be negative. Oh, my God. I thought this guy was going to be like, they worked this match really well.
Hell no.
Unfortunately, this match was not good at all. The match was pretty much doomed from the start when Natalya came out of no, never mind. So he's blaming the doomfall of the Royal Rumble match on the fact that Natalya came out. Not the fact that everyone else sucked. Now, needless to say, Natalya being there is still a problem. But there are so many other worse problems than Natalya in our lives. And you just knew that WWE was clueless enough to think she was well suited for the veteran who lasts too long for the sake of just keeping the match together spot. Who else did you want in that role? Alicia Fox? There's no other veteran woman on the roster. The match had a number of other issues, of course. One of the biggest being is that a ton of the wrestlers won the crowd like. Oh, here we go. Never mind. I take it back. He hated this match for all the wrong reasons. Get ready for this. One of the biggest being that the fun wrestlers whom the crowd liked, Kyrie, Candice, Naomi, etc., kept getting eliminated very quickly for no justifiable reason. So you're complaining because, I guess, Io Shirai was thrown out, and you don't know why. Okay. They also... Way to go! What happened? I found it. Where was I at? They also just did a bad job of putting effort to make a lot of the match feel meaningful to compensate for the lack of star power in the match. Yeah, because there's nobody you care about. No wonder why it doesn't feel meaningful. Oh, it didn't feel meaningful. Yeah, because you don't care about anyone. No shit, you don't feel it's meaningful. By the way, he lists these people as star power for this roster. Asuka, Becky, Sasha, Ronda. If you think Sasha's a star, you're in a different dimension. The match recovered somewhat in the final stretch when they got Becky into the match. Yeah, because you're a Becky Lynch queer. As an injury replacement for Lana, it did not save the match by any stretch, but it gave the crowd a rooting interest and that added some much needed energy in what was left to the contest. The match came down to Becky and Charlotte after Becky eliminated Nia, so Becky Lynch eliminated Nia Jax. No. But not before Nia attacked Becky and injured her leg as revenge. Becky and Charlotte were trying to do some epic sequence to close things out, but it's not really all that special. Oh well, at least the man won.
Bruh. Oh, you don't they call her the man?
I'm the man. And then they wonder why her merchandise sales aren't fucking doing good. Because no woman on planet Earth wants to buy a woman's shirt that says the man on it. So, let's discuss something real quick. Let's talk about this. You people hate John Cena back then. Because I always overcome the odds, Jack. I ain't ever quit. I ain't ever gonna tap out. You can't beat me. That you hated him for that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Becky Lynch is in this match. One, she had a match earlier for 20 minutes that she got killed in, tapped out. Two, in this match, Nia Jax hurts her injured leg and she's limping around the whole match. And three, she still wins. And you people cheer like, Becky won! Becky won! Can you believe Becky won? But if John Cena would have done that, you would have acted like this is the worst Royal Rumble ever. You people need to decide what you want. Because they're literally pushing Becky Lynch like she's John Cena. And you people cheer for this. Why? I don't understand what's different. I really don't see it. Becky Lynch has no character. She comes out, I'm the man, duh. That's her character. What's exciting about that? Are you intrigued? You probably like have wet bag dreams to her. That's probably what it is. You probably look at her photos and you're like, "Wow, I wish I could go inside her pub." Duh.
What?
You fucking are
fuck?
gay. You're never gonna get laid. You're never gonna get married. No girl's even gonna look at you because you're all a bunch of fat neckbeards with no life.
Bro.
Face it. Look at the facts. Becky Lynch's merchandise does not sell. Why do you think that is?
People don't like her merchandise.
People don't fucking care about her. John Cena's merchandise sells. You know why that is? Because people care about John Cena. Brock Lesnar's merchandise sells because people care about Brock Lesnar. No casual on planet Earth turns the fucking TV on and says, I'm going to watch Becky Lynch today. Nobody says that. Except for you hardcore wrestling fans who think you're in the majority because you're more vocal than everyone else. You're not. He still gave this Rumble 2 stars. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Here's a really gay photo of Daniel Bryan holding a burger. I'm actually going to put this in the video. Look.
What the why? Why?
He looks very disappointed with it, I'll tell you that one.
Yeah.
This was for Bryan's WWE Championship. These two were put in position to fail, and they failed to adjust in any way to fix things for themselves. Yeah, they were put in the position to fail because they were wrestling each other. First off, someone in the company needs to recognize that Bryan is not going to be easily booed in 2019. What are you talking about? He gets booed every week. Are you watching the same show? What are you...
I guess but
I'm so confused. Are you watching the same show? What are you watching? I see every Daniel Bryan segment on YouTube and he gets booed all the time. I really thought about this the other day, and I really mean it when I say it. Daniel Bryan's character is good. It's a good character. The fact that he comes out every single week and he's like, you people are disgusting. I live for the planet. You guys all try to pollute it and end the planet. You are all nasty human beings. That's such a good character. You know what the issue is? The issue is that he's world champion. That's not a character for a world champion. You don't see The Rock coming out, oh, I hate you people, I'm planet Earth.
yeah.
No, that's not a good character. If Daniel Bryan was doing this character and he was a jobber, I would love Daniel Bryan right now. If he just came out every week and he was like, I live for the planet, you people eat disgusting, and he got his ass kicked, be such a great character. But no, instead he's world champion, is on top of the mountain, so it doesn't work. Because you have a goofball as the WWE champion. Thus, if he's going to insist on refusing to get cheers, there's going to be perpetual energy issue with all these matches, especially on pay-per-view. Yeah, because you don't know how to listen, apparently. You should go get your ears checked, Hawk. Then AJ and Bryan worked a super mediocre method. What the fuck is that word? Can you say that word for me? Why would he use that word?
Methodical?
What the fuck does that mean? Why can't you just say they worked a normal match? What, methodical. Why?
To make it more intellectual.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's intellectual. Okay, I'll believe that. He's the guy who wrote the Bar SmackDown Women's Championship. That entirely relied on just a pure sense of competition, but with no real urgency. So, there was competition, but there was no urgency. Can you explain? It was basically a less fun version of the match Asuka and Becky worked to start the paper. So he liked Asuka and Becky, but he thought AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan was less fun. What was less fun about it? They worked the same match. Then the finish with Eric Rowan finishing AJ with the... Oh, yeah, this was really funny. So, remember Eric Rowan?
Yeah.
He just comes out for no reason in a Daniel Bryan shirt. And they're like, oh, what is Eric Rowan doing out here? Why is he standing out here? And he just, like, the referee gets kicked down by Bryan. He comes in and just chokeslams AJ Styles, and Daniel Bryan just wins. So, I guess Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are a team now.
Really?
Yeah, so if you want to kill off SmackDown anymore, let's put Eric Rowan in the main event slot. That's going to draw numbers. We're Team Beer, duh. Great, amazing. He and Bryan were clearly starting their Noah Illuminati stable that will be similar to the Straight Edge Society. You think Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan is going to be similar to CM Punk and his Straight Edge Society?
No. Never.
What are they going to do? If you don't have a beard, you can't join us.
Yeah, bro.
What? Is he going to shave Rowan's beard because Daniel can be the only one with a beard in the group? You people are so dumb. boring match. Yes, indeed it was. At least you got that part right. But it's boring because you don't care about either of them, but you fail to admit it. Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. This was for Brock's Universal Championship. Finn Balor recognized that this was a big spot for him and delivered one of the best performances of his career, to which was Brock's second straight great defense. Which means Balor flopped around and did everything for 20 hours while Brock just stood there and sold. Balor wisely learned from Daniel Bryan's mistakes and just took it right to Brock. Okay, see, you're thinking this is real. You're thinking Finn Balor took the time out of his life to sit back and watch the Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar match and see, how can I adjust to beat Brock Lesnar? No, it's fake. He didn't sit down and actually do that. Oh, Finn Balor learned from Daniel Bryan's mistakes. No, he didn't. You don't do that. If you're a real human being, you don't sit down and watch wrestling matches to try and improve.
Hell no.
It's fake. It's not real. Brock was able to fight back, obviously. Yeah, obviously, because he's twice his size. It seemed like he was setting up for one of his trademark heat segments. The twist ended up being that Brock got sent into a table at one point, which, he put this in all caps, brought back his issues with...
His issues?
Can you read that? Once again.
Hold up.
Once again.
What? Diverticulitis?
Okay, first of all...
Wait.
You put that in all caps, so clearly you're trying to make a joke.
Diverticulitis?
So you put that in all caps.
I don't know if I'm reading that right.
You put that whole sentence in all
Brought
capitals.
back his issues with diverticulitis.
Which means when you were writing this, you thought that line would be funny. That's what that means. There's nobody on planet Earth who read... Well, first of all, nobody read this review except me, because I really wanted to find something interesting to talk about on this channel today. And second of all, nobody on planet Earth read that line and just laughed. He said diverticulitis. No one cares. That is basically the only thing WWE has insisted upon maintaining continuity about ever. Except, sucking, because they continue to suck. This weakened Brock badly, and he was never able to dominate Balor as a result. Balor was on the verge of winning after managing to connect on 3 straight top con helos? Am I tripping? Is that what that says? That says top con helos. You're not listening to me? Okay. He followed up.
Sorry.
You see this? Top con helos, right?
What?
What does that mean? Do you just write this and does he mean top?
Wait.
Connect on 3 straight top rope? I don't.
Nah.
Why do you write it like this? Who is gonna sit down and be like, oh man, he hit 3 straight top con kilos?
Nah, nobody.
Nobody's gonna say that. He followed up with a double stomp, but Brock managed to kick out. When it seemed like Brock was on the verge of defeat, he pulled out the Kimura out of nowhere to steal the contest. Yeah, like every Brock Lesnar match. So why are you surprised? You people are like, oh man, Finn Balor came really close to winning. This happens every time. Every time the small guy takes him down for 20 minutes and then Brock Lesnar puts him in the Kimura and wins. And then they're like, oh, but what a great effort. What a great effort. This happens every match. Why are you shocked anymore? Be a great effort if, someone actually fucking beat him. That'd be a great effort, but no one can beat Brock Lesnar because look at him. He's Brock fucking Lesnar. A perk of Brock working only 10 times a year is that it allows him to just eat top con helos. See, he did mean that because he spells it again here.
Top con helos.
What the fuck is that?
I don't understand that.
Full on instead of catching guys. It's great. More dives on Brock, please. Yeah, you like dives. You fucking flippity flip man. That was a great insult that I came up with. This match played out beat for beat the same as Brock's 2012 match with Triple. You couldn't put Triple H, you had to put Triple? Okay. Only this one was infinitely better. Yeah, because Finn Balor was in it and you get to have cum fantasies about it later. After the match, this very insecure Brock Lesnar beat down Finn because the former has a small penis and has to compensate by dominating colleagues. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you... Is there he said small penis. Nobody's laughing at that. You think you're funny. He gave the match 4 stars too. So he thought that match was just as good as Asuka and Becky Lynch. Men's Royal Rumble match. Are you ready for the list of names? We're going to play the same game. Ready?
Alright, bet.
Elias.
Yes.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yes.
There he is right there, by the way. I cannot believe that shit happened.
Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Big E.
Yep.
Johnny Gargano.
No.
Jinder Mahal.
Yes.
Samoa Joe.
Wish I didn't.
Kurt Hawkins.
Yep.
Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Titus O'Neil.
Yep.
Kofi Kingston.
Yep.
Mustafa Ali.
Nope.
Dean Ambrose.
Yep.
No Way Jose.
Oh. I hate that man just for his name.
Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Xavier Woods.
Yep.
Pete Dunne.
Just heard him just now. Yeah.
Andrea Almos.
Yep.
Apollo Crews.
Yep.
Aleister Black.
No.
He's white, by the way. Shelton Benjamin.
Like that even matters.
Sheldon Benjamin was in this match. No, Sheldon Benjamin has been on SmackDown for months, but he's in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. Tummy Face.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio. Dominique!
Why are you doing that?
Because it's funny. You ever seen that feud with him and Eddie? He like screams like Dominique during it. It's so funny. Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Who's still employed. Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And Nia Jax. So let's note, number 30 in the women's match was Nia Jax. I mean in the men's Rumble.
It was supposed to be R-Truth.
I know. R-Truth came out dancing, dropped people over there. I really want R-Truth to win. And then Nia Jax just took him out.
Beats his ass.
And then Nia Jax just enters the match. But I bet you to God, if amended this in the Rumble match for the woman, you people would complain to no end. Oh, how dare they? But no, here it's legal. Here it's okay, because Nia Jax is becoming a star. No, she's not. This is the same girl you booed for trying to give a bully speech. I hate bullies. Boo! This was a Royal Rumble match. Thanks. You said that about the last one. I know it's a Royal Rumble match. In no way could this be considered a great Rumble. It benefited from the near idiot-proof formula of a Rumble. They spread out the popular acts well enough to keep things lively. They took advantage of one of their deep well of talent in their NXT to throw in some surprises. Yeah, you were surprised by Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, and the other NXT jobber who showed up. They're on the show weekly. Why are those surprises? They took advantage... Oh, wait. Rumbles are naturally fun, and you have to really fuck it up. Yeah, like, you still do them. With this roster. That's the problem. If they had a good roster, you couldn't fuck it up. But the problem is you have this roster. So your biggest star on this roster is Jeff Jarrett. It never got past basic Rumble fun, though, because it's the Fed. And the Fed is fucking awful, of course. The fuck does that mean? The match was set up like a lot of recent Rumbles. Yeah, you like, I don't know, start off with two guys in the ring every 90 seconds, and another one comes out and you throw them over the top rope? You mean it was a Rumble match? This match was like every other Rumble. No shit! This match was set up like a lot of recent Rumbles where you convince yourself there's going to be a surprise entrance that's really exciting. It makes up for the less of the thrilling Rumble experiences so far. Okay, so you sat there and you thought to yourself, maybe Kenny Omega will show up. Maybe Kenny Omega will be here. Kenny Omega was your big surprise. You think anybody on planet Earth would have saw Kenny Omega and gone, oh, dude, Kenny Omega's in the Rumble.
Oh, wow, really?
Nobody cares.
No.
Kenny Omega's name is the Sweeper. That's his character. That's what he said. Oh, my character? I'm the Sweeper. They're going to hire him and Vince is going to think that means he comes with a broom. It never happens, though. Nia Jax's sequence was surprising and lively, but come on. So you were surprised by Nia Jax. Even though she is a man, so you should have saw it coming. The Rumble has basically become a metaphor for the entire wrestling fans' experience with WWE. Okay. I think what it really has become is you people expecting too much. Everything is seemingly in place for something cool and actually good to happen. It never actually does, though. You must always remember that. At least Randy Orton did not win. Yeah, God forbid Boner Snake didn't win. That's your one concern. Out of all the guys here on this fucking list of names I said, you were concerned that Boner Snake would have won. But why would that have been a problem? Because he was going to fight Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania? Newsflash, he's probably going to fight Daniel Bryan anyway. He doesn't even know who wins. Seth Rollins won the Rumble, by the way, because I guess Hawk didn't want to review it. So, Rollins won the Rumble. So, our WrestleMania match is Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. That's the best. That's what we have. That's the best we got. Is anybody excited for that?
No.
And you know Seth Rollins is going to beat Lesnar, too, and he's going to be like, hey, I slayed the beast.
Nah, I don't think they'll do that.
They will, because I'm the King Slayer. I'm now the Beast Slayer. Plus, there's nobody else. If Brock Lesnar beats Seth Rollins, he's gonna have to start fighting Kurt Hawkins, cause he's fought everybody. Final thoughts.
Final thought. I think my match on Smash was a lot more interesting than that will ever be.
I guess you could say he was having fun with Smashdown.
Shut the fuck up, man. Oh, dude.